It's so good.
Hi guys, we're here in the Dinner Time Live kitchen. My name's Andrew, and today we're gonna prepare a dish from our Breakfast Club episode. It's a classic breakfast favorite, chilaquiles. This version of the chilaquiles that Dave prepared has two different sauces. We had a red sauce and a green sauce. So we're gonna get started here with our red sauce. We've got a few different kinds of dried chilies here. Some arbos, I think I used 4 of those. Guajillo, japones, and I got some anchos. So the first thing you wanna do here is de-seed these guys and remove the stems as well. The reason we do that is to, cut back a little bit of the heat. So I'll take that stem off with these anchos. They're pretty soft. You kind of peel them open like that, and those seeds come right out. Just like that. And then, take the top. And then with the smaller ones, you can literally just kind of tap them. You can break them up too if you find that easier. Yeah, you can wear gloves, or I guess I recommend wearing gloves. But at the very least, make sure you wash your hands after you do this. Worst thing you could do is not wash your hands and, rub your eye or any other part of your body. Okay, so we're gonna start by toasting off these guys. Also, we got a little garlic going in there and some cumin seeds. I think we'll do 8 cloves. And I'm just gonna give them a very rough chop right here before they go in. Getting them ready. We'll start with a little oil. Pan does not need to be too hot, just medium heat. We're gonna toast these chilies. We do not wanna burn them. We don't wanna go too dark. Just kind of trying to wake them up. You'll be able to smell when they're ready. So yeah, when they start to go, I'm gonna add about a tablespoon here of cumin seed. We don't toast that. I'm putting the whole seeds in here. We're gonna blend all this after we toast it, so don't worry about the whole seeds or the whole chilies, obviously. Definitely starting to smell that. All right, so we got that stuff nice and toasty, and I'm gonna go right into a blender with this. I'm using a Thermomix blender. Any blender will work. All right, so I've got my chilies, my garlic, and cumin in the blender. I'm gonna add some tomatoes. I got 4 of these vine-ripe tomatoes here. You can use Romas, or even you could use a can of tomatoes, whatever's available. I got about a half an onion going in the blender as well. So I'm putting all this stuff in here raw, as you can see, but we are gonna go back into a pan. I'm not being very specific how I cut these. I am leaving the core, the seeds, all that. It's all gonna get blended together anyway. So you'll see. We're gonna blend. Let's see what we got going on. All right, you can puree that a little more. I'm gonna start seasoning it up now, actually. I got some salt. I got a little bit of this stuff, this chicken bouillon powder. It goes great in there. A tablespoon of that. I'm gonna add some dried oregano in there as well. A little rice vinegar. And a little agave syrup or sugar if you don't have that. Mm-hmm. It's gonna help balance out some of that heat in there. There we go. So we got our sauce here, or at least the beginnings of our sauce. Create it pretty nice and smooth. It's smooth enough. And we've started the whole seasoning. A little more salt. And then I'm just gonna set that aside here for a second. And I'm gonna start cooking off my chicken thighs. So we are going to brown these chicken thighs off and then kind of finish cooking them in the sauce, which is a great way to get a lot of flavor out of there. While it's warming up, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these thighs into bite-sized pieces. You can pick how you want them. You could slice it. I'm gonna kind of give it a large dice. Since we're cooking it and kind of in a wet liquid here, we went with thighs. If you used a breast in this situation, it's gonna get a little dry and not so good. I'll start a little oil, pan's nice and hot, and I'm gonna go in there. Brown them off a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and add in all of my red sauce. It's looking a little thick, so I'm gonna add a little water to it as well. That's all gonna depend on how much, how juicy your tomatoes are. Some are gonna have more water, some are gonna have less. We're gonna check our seasoning again. A little on the sweet side. So I'll add a little more vinegar, more salt. And then we're gonna bring that down to like a nice low, medium-low simmer and just let that finish cooking for a while. And then while that's going, we can start our green sauce. First thing we're doing here with the green sauce is I've got a yellow onion. I got some jalapeños, 2 of those. I got a serrano chili and tomatillos. These are the world's smallest tomatillos I've ever seen. 6, 7, 8 of them in here. I think usually the recipe you can do like 3 if they're normal sized. But like I said, these are extra small. So you just want to peel this husk off right here. This sauce, we're gonna cook it, we're gonna broil it in the oven. So you wanna preheat your broiler while you're doing this. And I'm just gonna cut these in half. Remove the seeds from these guys. If you want it nice and spicy, feel free to leave the seeds in, but we're gonna take some of it out just to tone it down a little. Some garlic that I just stumbled upon. 8 cloves of that. I'm gonna take this onion. We're gonna peel it, cut it into quarters. So once those are peeled, they're gonna go right in to my mixing bowl. Okay, so everything's peeled and prepped and cut right here. I'm gonna add a little oil. You could use grapeseed oil, you could use any neutral oil, you can use olive oil. It's up to you. Season these guys up a little with some salt. Just give it a little toss. And then lay it out on a sheet tray. And then from that point, we're gonna go right in the broiler for about 8 to 10 minutes until, you know, the top will be nice and caramelized and brown and get a little char on there, hopefully. We'll see in a minute. We'll see what happens. Okay, we are back. They've been in here for about 10 minutes now. I stopped and kind of mixed them up a little one time, but you can see we got a nice browning, charring, all that good stuff going on. The tomatillos and onions kind of release some of their liquid, and we want to get all that good liquid in there as well. That's all flavor. So we're going into our blender with this. I got about half a bunch of cilantro here that's going in as well. And we're just gonna give it a little tear. We're going all in. We're not messing around. We're going stems, leaves, everything. Also gonna throw the juice of 1 lime in there. I'm gonna do a little more salt. Don't forget, we already seasoned all those other ingredients, so we don't wanna go too far over the top here. And I'm also gonna do a pinch of MSG in there as well. Look at that. All right, so it's out of the blender. Here we go. I'm gonna put it in this bowl. It's also looking a little thick, so I'm gonna add a little water to it in a second, and then I'm gonna give it another taste and adjust the seasoning as well. But I think we're in a pretty good spot. Cold water. Cold water is gonna help cool it down quicker and save some of that nice green color as well. Good. More salt. I'm gonna add a little more lime juice. That's it. We're good. The hard part is over with. I got my green sauce ready to go, nice and fresh. And the red sauce with the chicken in it has been simmering away for the last 20 minutes or so. So yeah, like I said, the hard part is over with. Now it's just time to put it all together. We're gonna need our tortilla chips. I got 2 different kinds here. So I'm gonna divide them into 2 separate mixing bowls. I am dividing them into 2 separate mixing bowls because we have our 2 separate sauces. Next thing we gotta do is get our eggs frying. We're doing them like fried sunny side up egg on top. You can go scrambled, you can go over easy, whatever you want. I recommend the sunny side up. The whole beautiful thing and like kind of focus of the chilaquile is like that soggy, crunchy thing going on. So the yolk definitely adds a lot of richness and helps with all that. those in there. All right, now we're getting somewhere, so I'll add in the rest of the eggs. Okay, so eggs are going. You know, we're looking for a nice, like, still runny yolk, but we want to make sure that the egg white around is kind of cooked through, because that can get just kind of slimy and gross, raw egg white. So I got them, you know, nice medium heat. It should be bubbling away a little bit. You don't want to go too hard. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and get our chips ready. I'm gonna start with my green ones, my green sauce. Put some of that right in there. Give it a little toss. Make sure you got plenty of sauce. Like I said, it's all about that like soggy, crunchy texture when it comes to chilaquiles. As far as I know, at least that's what they tell me. So I'm gonna go green on one side and go red on the other side. I've got a lot more red sauce than I do green sauce. All right, these are gonna go over here. All right, I'm looking at it right now. My green chips are looking a little bit dry. So I can just add a little bit more of the sauce right on top. It's gonna be great. Since I did the green side, I might as well do the red too. Because everybody likes sauce, right? So the last things we got going on top of here, we got our eggs ready to go. We want to hurry because we don't want to let the eggs sit for too long and the yolks cook through and get all gross. We're going to do a little crema on top. We'll do some cilantro and also some crumbled cotija cheese. So let's start with the crema. So my sour cream is looking a little thick here, right? We want it kind of nice and saucy over the top. So I'm going to go ahead and thin it down with just a little bit of milk, just to make it a little looser, a little saucier. A little pinch of salt in there is not going to hurt either. You know, a good tool for this would be a whisk. Just get it all evenly mixed up and homogeneous. A whisk is a tool I would recommend keeping around the kitchen. Yeah, it's a necessity, absolutely. I can even go a little bit more milk. Just a little bit. All right, that's good. Here we go. I'm gonna start with my crema. Just kind of, you know, drizzle that all over the top. Make sure you get nice, even coverage. All right, we got our eggs going on top here. I'll drop one over here. A little cilantro on top, stems and everything as well. And what else? What else? Cheese. That's what else. And that's it. So we got our chilaquiles with the red sauce and the green sauce from our Breakfast Club episode of Dinner Time Live. We got Kelsey here to give it a taste, and I hope you're hungry because that's a lot of chilaquiles.
It looks so good. I wish you guys could smell it. It smells really good too. It really does. I'm so excited to have a bite.
All right, I'm going to set you up here.
Please do.
Or I'm going to try to.
Give me a little bit of everything. Big eggs,
I got an avocado.
Big chicken.
All right, I'm trying some too. Pretty good.
It's so good. It is very fresh, like you said.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. I hope you all give this a try. It's a little complicated, but give it a shot. I think you'll enjoy it.